Hey guys, Mick here. Thanks for checking out the video. In this video we're going to talk about some knee and elbow pads. Knee pads are a great thing. I don't often wear elbows, but I'm always wearing knee pads. And in fact we kind of make it within our teaching that all our instructors, we get to wear knee pads just so that the kids will find it cool to wear knee pads, because they do protect them a lot and it's good to sort of get the kids out wearing some knee pads. When I was looking at what sort of pads I wanted to use, we had options for a number of different brands. We decided to go with Fox, and the main reason I sort of went with Fox was it's a brand that works well for us. So we've got, obviously we work with pushies, and that's sort of not a secret to anyone. And we have access to a range of different brands of protection. One of the things I liked about Fox was that they make quite a range of gear. A lot of the higher end manufacturers will make really, really good quality knee pads, but they don't necessarily make anything cheaper. We find with our kids programs, the kids want to use what we're using. And the nice thing with that is with the Fox, you can go with really, really high-end product, but they also make cheaper kids stuff as well. So it gives parents a little bit more of a range of, not having their kids insist that they buy them a set of $200 knee pads. So I've been using the Fox stuff for a while, some of their Enduro pads and various other things, and the older Launch series. And recently I sort of upgraded to the new Launch Pros. So these have got to be hands down favorite knee pads that I've ever worn. They're pretty grungy now, so I've actually had them for a while, so they've had a fair bit of use. They've had a number of crashes on them, so they are well tested and really have proven to provide a massive amount of protection. I think the D30 absorbing foam is probably a good thing in knee pads. A lot of different manufacturers have got them at the moment. The fit of these is awesome. They fit really, really well. They don't restrict movement. Even on long pedals, they're quite comfortable. They're relatively cool for a sort of full knee pad as opposed to a lightweight enduro pad. So I've been really, really pleased with that. The removable plastic bits, so the plastic cups pull off, makes them easier to throw in the washing machine. They don't batter the inside of the washing machine so much. And they kind of dry overnight. So I can throw these in, wash them, hang them up before I go to bed in the house, and they're ready to use the next day. So that's been really, really useful. Wear-wise, they seem to be holding up really well. The shaping is good, and there's a lot of protection around the areas you're likely to impact, particularly with the plastic. So I haven't actually managed to damage the sides of the pads too much. And they seem to be holding up really, really well. Fit-wise, they don't slide down, pretty adjustable. The only downside is the biggest size they come in a large, and large only just fits me. Some of the older launches and things like that came in an extra large, so had a little bit more room. Fortunately, these seem to be a fairly big large, but they do fit me and I can use them. I think if you had bigger legs, then you might have trouble getting into them, which I think is a bit of a flaw. I think they probably should make an extra large as well. But protection-wise, comfort, temperature, been really enjoying them. Love the way they work. One of the reasons I tend not to wear elbow pads is I haven't found too many elbow pads that don't become forearm protectors by the time you get to the bottom of a downhill track. I always find they tend to move around a bit, and they'll tend to sort of, as you're bouncing around, they tend to vibrate down your arms. It may be because I've got reasonably hairy arms and the little rubber grippy bits just don't grip super well. So yeah, I've always found elbow pads pretty hard to get ones that I really liked. So a couple of weeks ago, decided to try some of the same style in elbow pads. Once again, really pleased with them. They fit really, really well, pretty comfortable, removable plastic bits like the knee pads. I haven't actually crashed on these yet. I'm assuming they'll do okay. But the main thing I found is they don't seem to move around too much. I actually rode the Super Enduro down at Thredbo on them a week or so ago and was really, really pleased. They didn't move around very much. They stayed quite well centered. There's a little bit of movement. They slip down fractionally, but by the bottom of the All Mountain Trail, which is like a 13-minute descent, they hadn't really moved around. They managed to survive 7-minute descent on Cannonball, which is pretty rough, and they didn't move around. So yeah, I've been pretty happy with that. They seem to perform well. Yeah, really pleased with them. So definitely something worth considering. I've been enjoying these pads. Obviously there's a lot out there to choose from, but yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with a set of the Fox Pros. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Hopefully this has been useful. Check out the rest of our videos. Make sure you join our Facebook group, and we'll see you out on the trails.